Alright, here we are at Stardom Books and we are having one of our authors, Mr. Ravikummar here with us today. Ravikummar is the author of the book Thriving Hacks. And Thriving Hacks is a book that was released last year, and this book is all about hacks, simple hacks. The subtitle says Simple Hacks for Richer, Healthier and Fulfilling Life. And this book is full of ready to use hacks that you can implement in your daily life, in your career, in your health, in your business, in your activity. There are this book is hundreds of hacks actually, and all of these hacks are well researched by the author himself. And today let's hear directly from the author, and I have a few questions to ask Mr. Ravikummar here. Ravikummar, sir, welcome to the show first of all.
Ram, thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me. This is all of a sudden an impromptu interview.
Impromptu, yeah.
This is going to be very interesting.
That's the best way to get the best out of the authors, getting them impromptu.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
So this now is the start of the new year.
Yeah.
And 2023 we just started. Last 2 years were a lot of changes happened, and many people who read the book said they got very good insights from the hacks inside the book. But apart from that, I would like to ask you, are there any hacks for, let's say, how to, take that New Year resolutions, how to stick with them, how to make these new habits stick? Are there any hacks that you want to share about New Year resolutions?
Okay. So, first off, New Year, nothing else changes, right? From December 31st to January 1st, other than your New Year party. Nothing else changes, right? So life continues, but the significance of New Year is that it is a logically a place where you can start thinking about the future. Even though we always say that today is the first day of the rest of my life, right? We always say that, and New Year is just one such thing. But my approach, okay, I'm not saying that everybody should follow that. My approach has always been keep it simple. Mm-hmm. Don't complicate it. Don't set a very lofty goal for this year or any year for that matter. 1 year goal, you just look at where you have come from. Don't forget where you came from, and then set goals that are as realistic as possible. Mm-hmm. Even if it's a little bit smaller, it's okay. For example, everybody has got wealth goal, right? I want to make so much money this year, or I want to, with regards to health, they may have some goal. But keep it. My suggestion would be for a year goal, keep it a little bit short, smaller goal. As Tony Robbins said, right? People usually overestimate what they can accomplish in a year, and grossly underestimate what they can accomplish in 10 years.
In a decade, yeah.
Right? So my suggestion is, keep it as simple as possible. Keep shorter goals, smaller goals, so that the probability of you achieving them is very high, and it will continue. It will keep you in the game. It will keep you motivated. If you set a very lofty goal and halfway through or even 1 month down the line, if you think it is not working, you lose all the interest, all motivation, and then you go back to where you were, right? That's the worst thing that you can do is to stay where you are.
Exactly. Right. So this is the month where most gyms see a lot of new people coming in and joining their membership.
Yep.
And gyms have become smart too. Now they are not giving any short-term packages at all. They say buy 6 months or 1 year.
Yep.
If you buy for 1 month, next month they know you're not going to come around.
They know that, right? They've seen it, and the statistics are there for everyone to see. There is absolutely no point in making a resolution that heart in heart that you will not be able to.
Sir, is there any hack for or a daily hack that you suggest for keeping people on track of their goals or whatever they have in their, maybe people also have daily goals.
Yeah.
So what do you suggest people do on a daily basis?
So what I do is just before I go to bed, I write down top 5 things that I think I should be doing next day.
The following.
That's it. Only 5 things. Don't again complicate it. 5 things. These are the most important things. If your entire day you wasted, if these are the 5 things that I think I can accomplish, if you can accomplish, your day is done. Okay, because your mind always knows what's your priority. It is just that as you as a person may not know, but your mind knows. Right? Always knows. Right? Before you go to bed, just write it down. Take a don't type it. Write it down on a piece of paper or ideally a notebook. Write it down. These are 5 things that I want to do. It could be anything. It could be as simple as I want to drink 2 liters of water tomorrow. Okay, that's your goal. Just get that done. Or you want to go for 10-minute walk. Again, I always suggest don't set a very lofty goal. I want to go for marathon or like I want to go for a 2-mile run. You may not be able to do it unless you are a professional runner. You're setting yourself up for failure from the get-go. You never want to do that, right? Set simple goals, some things that you can feel good about, right? These are the little successes that you can have under your belt, so that you can keep on upping the game, up in the ante, rather than starting with a lofty one.
Got it. And the hack here is, folks, write down your 5 things that you want to do tomorrow. Not type it, not put it on your phone, because when I have figured that out as well. So when you actually take out a pen and a paper and write it down, it gets registered in your subconscious. So probably that is the hack that works, that makes this idea work.
Yep, absolutely. It will work. Trust me, you will thank yourself at the end of the year if you could do that consistently for the next 6 months. Right at the end of 6 months or even a month, that, oh my God, I have accomplished so much. You feel a lot better about yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now, let me also ask you about another trending thing that is happening all over the internet, is taken by storm, is the Chat GPT. So is there any way that Chat GPT can be used for coming up with some hacks that we can use, or what do you suggest? What's your take on this new technology?
Yeah, Chat GPT is very interesting. I've been reading up on it a lot, and I've been playing around with it.
Oh, is it?
Right, on the web, and I tried to download it on my iPhone, and it said you have to take subscription.
I see.
I have not taken that yet, but definitely on the web you can try it out. Very interesting. In fact, I had one of my techie in my team, right, I asked him to kind of come and give a take and a demo to my team. Right, what's happening? This is very interesting. You can do so many things that there are a lot of always there are going to be controversies around that. We'll talk about that. One is the guy gave a piece of Java code, right? Programmer Java code, there are mistakes in that. Chat GPT will point out what those mistakes are, and it will try to correct that. And he also gave the same code. He said, hey, write a poem on this code.
Poem on the code?
On a Java code. It's so beautiful, right? It wrote a very impressive poem. And my daughter, she just wanted to write an essay, and she used ChatGPT. Oh my God, that's very, very professionally written thing. Of course, things can be misused. See, in my opinion, if you can use the technology in the right way, for the good of the humanity, you can do so many wonderful things. Exactly. If you don't, you can always get into it all depends, right? How crooked is your mind, exactly. Right? You can use it for a lot of other things, unwanted, undesirous things, right? Even for me, right? I just on the other day I wanted to read up on Elliott waves in stock trading, and I had some doubt on a particular aspect of Elliott waves and the motive waves, and I just asked ChatGPT because I couldn't find it in Google.
Okay.
And ChatGPT found it for me.
The problem with Google is it will give you like millions of results. Yeah. Then again, you will have to figure out which result to follow. Right. But sir, do you think ChatGPT is giving you the best answer?
I have no idea because I did not know the answer. But whatever answer it gave me, it sounded, it was very convincing for me, and I could apply it.
I see.
In my life, right, which is very important. And I think, the way I look at it is ChatGPT or equivalent of ChatGPT can only get better with time, because they need more and more input, human input, so that they can get better. At the same time, I can't help but think about some of the warning given by the tech giants like Bill Gates, right? They are worried, especially with the AI, right? Now, would it become a challenge for the humanity at some point in the future? I personally feel it's a possibility. It can happen if we don't control it up in the right way. If we don't apply it in the right way, and if it falls in the wrong hands, it's a possibility that it could cause a lot more damage than the good that it can do. But I'm sure, with all the great minds that are at work,
Exactly.
I'm sure they're going to put in some kind of checks and balance in place, to make it work for the humanity rather than working as the humanity.
So now let's come back to the book here. So can you elaborate on one? I will just open a random hack.
Okay.
So let's get your take on that. So from the book, let's take it from the book. See, hack number 61. There are some surefire tips to professional conduct. So one is, be always on the guard. When you are in public and especially at work, operate from the assumption that everyone is carefully watching your actions and reactions, because they are. So why do you think this is important?
See, we are social beings, okay? And at some level, you may say that, I don't really care what people think. I mean, that's a good take, right? And I'm not saying it's anything bad. But being in the society, being a social being, right, you do care about it. And most importantly, how do you carry yourself has got a significant impact on your success in the outer world. Okay. So, and there are some, whether people are watching or not, right, there are, some basic conduct, that you want to adhere yourself to some higher standards, right? If you are married, if you have kids, right, kids are watching.
Kids are watching.
Kids are watching, right? Don't think that, it's okay, I can be whatever, right? Your kids are going to emulate you. Exactly. They don't listen to what you say, right? But they, they imitate what you do.
And they don't do what you say.
No.
They do what you do.
Exactly. So I personally feel that conduct is very important, for your own good also, right? You feel, see, you think about it. I've, this is from absolute personal experience, right? Not that I've completely changed yet. Sometimes I could be an angry man, right? And sometimes you say things that you regret later. Okay, it happens to everybody, guys, not just me, but it has happened to me. From my personal experience, I said, why did I say that? The guy or girl didn't say anything when I right, but it was hurting you, right? It hurts you for days to come. Very difficult for you to kind of get over it, right? If you behave in a way that your mind doesn't accept. Okay, it is as simple as that. So better to stick to certain, just adhere yourself to, hold yourself to higher standards. You're going to be very happy. Exactly. Happiness is ultimately the goal, and any of your behavior, forget others' behavior. Your behavior should not cause you unhappiness.
Exactly. So we also have chapter 19 is about being valuable. So, and here you say understanding value, and under understanding value, you have written about expertise and productivity and efficiency, and there are many others like organization, reputation, influence, good personality, positivity. So after we go through all this, there is a hack at the end. The hack is assess your skills and gain expertise. So assessing skills and improving that skills. So you consider that as an important part?
Yes, I definitely consider it as a very important thing, because you remember, right? It reminds me of my favorite quote from my favorite guru, Jim Rohn. He said, "Don't bring your needs to the marketplace. Bring your seed to the marketplace. Your seed is your skill." Okay, And there is also law of compensation that Bob Proctor talked about. Law of compensation is the amount of money that you're going to get paid is directly proportional to the skill that you exhibit, the expertise with which you can execute, and more importantly, the difficulties there is in replacing you. Skill is at the core of it.
Wow.
You don't have skill, I'm sorry. I mean, especially in this competitive world, you don't have skill, you're out of the market.
Exactly.
Quickly, right? And also things keep changing. And your ability to adapt, you have all heard of Darwin's theory, right? Adaptability is very, very important. You adapt to the changing world and the need for newer and newer skills. You are going to be, that much more valuable to yourself and to the organization and to the world. Very important to upgrade your skills on a continuous basis. At the core is learning.
Absolutely.
Be a student of life. Constantly be a student of life. Study every single day. I spent even today at least 3.5 to 4 hours every single day learning new things. Right? Need not be the same thing. That
Exactly.
For example, I spent a lot of time learning astrology. Right? Whether I believe in it or it's completely different, but it's a very fascinating subject, right? You want to understand what is going on here, right? And how you can apply certain principles into your life, right? The other skill that I'm trying to learn is trading. Right? Trading is another important element, right? How do you? These are all the skills that could ultimately help you in your life, right? Just keep focusing on learning something new. Set a goal. In the 5 things that you do, say that I'm going to learn one new thing tomorrow. It could be very simple, but something new.
Exactly. And I have one hack for all of you folks here on the show here. Ravikummar just said, learn new skills every day. And there is a quick hack that I want to share with you. And the hack is this. This hack is full of other hacks that you can implement, hundreds, 116.
Yeah, 130, 126.
126 hacks are there in this book that will help you pick up skills quickly and also implement them in different ways. And there are 5 different areas of skills or hacks in the book. So, life, health, and career and fulfillment. So there are various aspects of our daily life that are included as hacks in the book. Of course, each hack, before the hack is explained, there is a lesson, there is a implementation guide, and finally at the end of the guide there is our lesson, there is a hack, and each chapter may have multiple hacks depending on the chapter that we are talking about. And this book has foreword is by Romeo
Marcus Jr.
That's
is
your friend.
A good friend of
Very
mine.
good friend. Yeah.
He's, in my opinion, is an upcoming figure in the world of personal development, and he works very closely with my other guru, Jack Canfield. And I truly love that guy, and I'm still so grateful that he took time to read my book.
Exactly.
And wrote the foreword.
So this book has about 41 chapters, and inside 41 chapters together there are about 130 hacks that can be implemented. So this book is also available in different formats like Kindle, paperback and hardcover variations across the world, different stores. Go to your favorite store, pick up this book, read it, and if you have any questions for the author, he's right here. Ping him online, ping him on Amazon, ping him on Facebook, LinkedIn, he's everywhere. And ping me if you have any questions at all. So, and most importantly, come up with your own hacks.
Absolutely.
And get it back to the community so that we can include some of your most useful hacks or your own hacks. Maybe in the next edition, we can include some of those, of course, with credits as well. Right,
Great.
sir?
Yeah, that's a wonderful idea. Look forward to hearing from anybody who's reading the book or who is watching the video, this interview. I'll be very happy to connect with all of you. Thank you.
So again, thank you so much for joining us on this session chat quick
Thank
chat,
you.
impromptu chat here
Impromptu.
today.
I did not expect this interview,
We did
but
not have.
I hope I didn't disappoint anybody.